Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are at Yankalilla. We are doing an off-grid project. On this site, it was too expensive to get power here, and you still got to pay for power when you get power lines. So what we're doing today is a full off-grid solution. We're utilizing two Sigenergy 3-phase 15 kilowatt inverters with 48 kilowatt hours of storage. We've got 27.5 kilowatts of Aiko solar on the roof, and we've also integrated a 30 kVA generator. Now, a lot of people think when you're living off-grid, you're limited to what you can run. That's not the case these days with the systems we're doing. In the olden days, you couldn't run an aircon and your microwave and multiple appliances at once. We've designed this system to power, behind me, we've got some accommodation. So that is a 2-bedroom accommodation. Just over here, we've got a 4-bedroom home going in shortly. And this solution will give the customer the ability to run everything and anything they want. So when we're off-grid, we use some appliances that are a bit smarter, like your old ducted air conditioners and stuff. They didn't have inverter technologies back then. Now we've got inverter ducted systems. We use heat pumps for the hot water. They're really efficient. Induction cooktops and things like that. So yeah, I'll take you inside in a moment and run you through what we've done. We were here yesterday and we got the majority of the installation done. Now we're back here. We are first fixing the smaller shed, and we're first and second fixing the larger shed with the fit out of high bays and power points and things like that. So we'll go inside and I'll run you through the off-grid system. Let's go. All right, so this is the amazing setup we've just installed. What we've done here is, so far, we've done 48 kilowatt hours of storage. The reason we've used two 15 kilowatt inverters is so we have capacity to add another 3 modules to each stack if the loads do increase here to have the extra storage. So yeah, two 15, 3-phase inverters. We've got the C60 gateway. So this gateway can run more power through it than your typical residential Sigenergy 3-phase gateway. We've gone that option because of the large 30 kVA generator. The way that the generator integrates into the systems is it does multiple things. So we've set control if there's really bad weather and we're not getting enough charge from the PV and the batteries drain down to 20%, the generator will auto start and bring them back up to 80%. Also, if the loads exceed 25 kilowatts, the generator will auto start to supplement those loads as well. I don't think that will be a situation on this site, given the load analysis we've done, but it is there to supplement those loads if it needs. The other thing the gateway controls is a bit of maintenance on the generator. So it's programmed to run every fortnight for 5 minutes just to keep the motor lubricated and all healthy. With generators, we also run a 240 volt supply to the generator to keep the start battery charged up. So behind me, what you can see, these conduits running around and through the building here, they are the 3-phase 16 mil supply to the generator, 2-wire start, and also that 240 volt supply for the battery charger. Come outside and I'll show you the generator. So this is the generator. It's a Yanmar HSY30. These are a really reliable diesel unit. As I said before, all the auto start functions and whatnot you'd expect on an off-grid site like this. So yeah, we've got some neat mechanical protection running our cables out to there, and it's all been programmed to run, as I said before. So that's pretty much the grunt of what this system is doing. As I said before, the capabilities of off-grid have changed drastically over the years. So, if you do have an older off-grid and you're really limited to what you can run, maybe consider an upgrade to something more powerful with lithium storage. Now that we've gone through that, I'll quickly run you through what we're doing inside. This is a brand new shed. This is actually Southern Fishing Charter's warehouse, where they do maintenance on their boats and things like that. So what we've got fitting out, we've got some Aiko high bays. So we've got Taylor, give us a wave, Taylor. We've got Dan over there as well. Dan, give us a wave. And Nick and Ryder over there somewhere. Give us a wave. Ryder. So we've got a decent crew here today knocking out the shed, the larger shed and the smaller shed. So the plan today is to have lights and power on in here. We've got a septic we're wiring up as well. And yeah, it's going to be a really good thing for the client to have some power here. And the benefit of doing this before the home gets built is now when the trades are here building the house, they've got power as well and don't have to rely on generators and things like that. Cool. Let's go for a walk inside and I'll show you what we're doing on the smaller shed. As you can see, it's at the stage where it's almost ready for linings. The plumbers come in and done most of their work. So we're going to get all our cables roughed in, first fixed. We're going to throw in a supply from the main switchboard in the larger shed. That's going to come to a subboard in here. And then from here, we're going to have provisions to power the house up later on. We're taking advantage before these linings go on to get all the cabling in that we need to. We're also doing a full Unify network setup here. So we're going to have Starlink on the shed. We're going to have a Unify router, which will do wireless access points in the shed, wireless access points in here. We're also going to rough in some data cabling for cameras, which will be part of that Unify Protect system. And again, provisions to run to the house. So the idea is forward thinking, get everything done before linings go in, so everything is ready to go for the future of this place. So we're going to get cracking on wiring this up and might take you along the way. So we said hello to everyone else and got away from everyone else, so give us a wave, Matty, give us a wave. So Matty is a tradesman, he is qualified solar and battery. He looks after the majority of our residential stuff. And today, yeah, he's looking after the first fix of this one while the other boys and girls, sorry Taylor, look after the larger shed. So yeah, let's get some cables in and get it ready. So it's 37 degrees here today and this shed has no ventilation currently. It's cooking. So we've just gone down to the shops. We've got a box of water filled with ice. We've got a bathtub over here. We have the Powerade ice. We've got sandwiches on ice. And best of all, we've got some steak cooking here to make some steak sandwiches. You gotta look after your team. You know what you're doing, Matt?
Do you know what you're doing?
I know how to do electrical. I don't know if you know how to barbecue though.
No, I don't.
One thing I forgot to mention before is the way we've wired this board up. So we've got the generator coming directly into this board, and what we've done is we've put a 3-phase changeover switch in. Now, in normal operation, the generator supply also comes off this and powers up that gateway. Now, if anything ever went wrong with this battery system and the client needed power, we've given them the ability to bypass this setup and run directly off the generator. So this here, basically when we switch it into this position, it bypasses all of this battery system and it's power straight from the generator to this main switchboard and all the sub-mains and other parts of the buildings. So little things like this, building in a bit of redundancy, a little bit more work to do this. These aren't cheap, but it is worth investing in that. So we've got a solution that if anything ever went wrong, we can bypass the battery system and keep the customer running. So we're just wrapping up the last bits of this project. Thanks for following along with this video. Please subscribe and leave a comment if you want to know anything about what we've done. I'll personally reply to all of them and we'll catch you guys on the next one.